Hello everyone, it's Aida, your MCVPTM. So in this video, I will guide you through our recruitment planning toolkit for the January 23 recruitment. And also I will explain to you how to plan out everything in each of the tabs. So yeah, let's begin. So here in the main page, you can see all the links to the main tabs that our recruitment has, and the brief explanation of what they mean. So basically, you need to plan out everything and fill in all of these 5 tabs and tick when it's completed so that I can also see that you are working on it. Also, what you need to do on this tab is to plan the general timeline of your recruitment. So this time, the timeline doesn't look as crazy as in the previous recruitment planning tool. So here, you just need to define the dates for your attraction period, your selection period, the date of your induction conference, and the dates of your onboarding period. The last tab should remain the same because it's the fixed date for our extra conference. Here I've put the proposed dates for each of the processes, the ideal timeline if you start with January 9th, but of course I understand that not all of you will be able to start at this date. So of course we can change different dates here based on your individual university and holidays timeline. For the attraction period, I recommend you to have at least 4 weeks of attraction so that you can have enough time to attract all of your applicants. Selection period starts from the 2nd week of attraction, and I also suggest you to have it for at least 4 weeks so that you have enough time to select everyone and to have enough amount of assessment centers and interviews. The induction conference should happen 1 or 2 weeks after the end of your selection. And also try to plan it on the dates that will allow you at least 2-3 weeks of an onboarding period before extra. So what I suggest you is to plan out your onboarding period first and then see where you can put your induction conference. Induction conference will happen somewhere between selection and onboarding. The ideal proposed date is February 25th. So if you can stick to that, then it will be very, very nice. But if you will need any help with that, if you will need any consultancy from my side, you can always reach out to me and I will help you out. So yeah, the next tab shows you how many days are left till the start of recruitment and how many days are left till the end of recruitment. Here the dates are based on January 9th and February 25th, but you can tell me and I will change the formula here, or you can change the formula yourself based on the dates that you will define. And the last bit shows you your current results. The applicant's goal and accepted is something that is taken from another tab in the tool, so you don't need to change that. You can just track your numbers in terms of how many applicants you actually have right now and how many accepted members you have right now. And the conversion will be counted automatically. You can use this conversion to track yourself. The ideal conversion should be 50%. And also it will help for the next recruitment to plan out your numbers on different stages of recruitment. So yeah, that's it for the main tab. Let's move on to the next one. The next tab in our tool is past recruitment analysis. So this is pretty easy and pretty straightforward. Again, it's much easier than in the last tool. So here you will just need to follow the instructions that I've provided on the page and tick the checkboxes when you are done. So first of all, go through all the educational materials on the current recruitment campaign so that you're familiar with all the processes and you know how to plan out different stages of recruitment. It's really important because otherwise you will get lost in other tabs of this tool. So please make sure that you do this first step. The second step here would be to go through results and learnings from the past year's September recruitment. I've provided a link to the tool here where you can find all the numbers and also the learnings from your predecessor. In case if your predecessor did not fill in the tool, you can just arrange a call with them or arrange a meeting so that you can analyze the past recruitment together. And also, I suggest you to chat with the last 2 VPTMs of your LC to gather their learnings about the past recruitment cycles. Especially try to ask them how the winter January-February recruitment went for them, because this recruitment will be a bit different from the one that we had in September. And in the end, just consolidate what are your main learnings from the past recruitments, what do you need to consider for January recruitment, what are the gaps in knowledge that you still need to cover, and in which part of recruitment process does your LC struggle the most and how you can tackle this. I will go through all of your recruitment planning tools later. I will check your answers and I will suggest you how we can tackle all of this. Let's go to the next step. The next tab is more for you to use. So basically, this is the tab that will help you to structure your work with your recruitment OC. Again, all the instructions are already provided here. You can refer to the recruitment OC team selection booklet to, first of all, select your team. In case if you don't have enough capacity from your members, you can always make your team leaders or other VP, other EB members as your OC team members. But you always need to have one OCP. Can be you, it can be someone who wants to lead the recruitment team. Basically the person who will overview all the processes. So yeah, here you will need to change my fun names to the names of your OC members and also define the concrete JD for all of them. Define what they will be responsible for. This is the proposed ideal structure to have one OCP, two selection managers and two promotion managers. But of course, you can change the structure. You can add people, you can delete some people based on what your structure will look like. But yeah, you can always reach out to me to change some tabs in this tool in case if you need help with that. And at the bottom here, you can see the tracker that you can use for each of your team members. So basically, you can see the tab for each week of the recruitment process. If you will need my help, you can always reach out to me and I will add more rows, more columns here. But basically, you write down the tasks for each of the members. And if the task was started, you click this tick box in the first column. And if the task was completed, you click the tick box in the second column. And as you can see, it counts the current achievement score automatically. So yeah, very nice tool, very nice system. Use it. And yeah, let me know if you'll need any help here. Our next tab is HR planning. I think this is one of the most important tabs here. Every instruction is located near the correspondence section, but what you will need to do here, first of all, is to complete talent review to know how many members will stay for the second half, for the next term, and whether they will apply for higher roles. Ideally, by the moment you are doing recruitment planning, you already know who are your team leaders for the next term and who is staying. But if it's still not done, then please do it as soon as possible. Here you can find the link to the talent review folder where you can find your LC's talent review tool. So yeah, after you've done talent review, you can check how many members you will have, how many members are staying, how many team leaders, how many vice presidents you have. For example, in your EB team, you have all the vice presidents here. You have like 2 members in OGX staying for the next term, 1 member in IGT, 3 members in ER, and in TM we don't have members, no team leaders in TM. For example, you elected 1 team leader in OGX, 1 team leader in IGT, and 2 team leaders in ER. And here you go, here you have the structure that you currently have for your next term. And now you can move on to the second tab, which is talent planning. Here you write down the numbers of how many people you need to have ideally in these departments. In order to do that, you can refer to the team structures booklet, where each MCVP wrote down for you how your team structure should look like for each department and how many teams you should have overall in your LC. So yeah, I will not refer to this booklet right now, but I highly suggest you to refer to it. So I will just write random numbers here. So yeah, for example, for OGX, you need to have 1 vice president, 1 team leader, and 4 team members. For IGT, 1 vice president, 1 team leader, and 5 team members. For ER, 1 vice president, 2 team leaders, and 8 members. And for TM, you already have vice president. You don't need team leaders, team members. So this will show you the numbers that you need to ideally have in your LC. So next step, ideal HR, shows you how many people you need to recruit. So here you don't need to fill in anything. This whole tab will count everything automatically. So overall, yeah, we don't need any more vice presidents. We have everyone. We don't need any more team leaders. We have everyone. But for members, we lack 2 members in OGX, we lack 4 members in IGT, 5 members in ER, and overall we lack 11 members. So this is our goal for recruitment. This is how many people we need to recruit to accept, and this will automatically be shown here. So in this tab, you also don't need to fill in anything. It will count everything automatically. So you need to accept 11 members. The ideal conversion between applicant and accepted is 50%. Please don't change it. And overall, you need to have at least 22 applicants. This is the minimum amount. So yeah, this are the numbers that you need to strive for here. And at the bottom of the page, you can find the tab for defining general LC pipe profile. So now you know how many people you need to attract, how many people you need to select. Now we need to define what kinds of people we need. So basically here you need to define the green flag person based on all of the criteria and red flag person. So for green flag person, you just write down the ideal criteria in each of the categories. For example, the ideal age, they should have the year of study, working status. Please keep in mind that we need to focus on attracting first or second year undergraduate student, no postgrad students, please. We don't have anything against them, but we need, more pipeline for the future. So yeah, just basically write down all of the information here. And for red flags, the same thing. What will be your criteria that will tell you to not to select that person? Write them all down here. If you'll have any questions on that, also reach out to me. And when I will be checking your tools, I will also give you some suggestions if there will be anything that I have worked about. So moving on to our next tab, attraction planning. This tab is also a very, very important one because here we will define the main attraction channels that we will be using this recruitment. So first of all, you will need to define what will be your main market that you will be working around this time. So for the market, you need to define top 3 universities and top 3 faculties that you will aim for. And here I'm suggesting you to talk to your EB team, to talk to your predecessors and define what kinds of profiles you might want to see in your LC. For example, sometimes, we tend to aim only like for business students, for social sciences students, for international relations students, which is very nice. But if you want, you can expand your market and try to aim for example, engineering students, for life sciences students. Of course, it's up to you what kinds of markets you will define, and it's up to your research based on how much time these students of different majors are spending outside of their academics, because some majors of course require more time commitment than others. And yeah, just try to think more strategically here when you will be defining your market. So the next step is the referral review. So here I just provided examples. These are not the this is not the trustworthy data, so you will need to change all of this. So basically here you need to analyze what are the main channels that brought you the most amount of applicants, sign-ups during the past recruitments. Of course, also try to think more critically here, because, for example, some channels might bring you more applicants because you use these channels more, while other channels that brought you, for example, the least amount of applicants did not work out because your predecessor did not use them that much. So try to talk to your predecessors, try to analyze together with them why certain channels worked, why certain channels did not work, whether you should keep using them, whether you should switch to something else. So yeah, just try to put the basic analysis here. And based on your past 2 tabs, here you can plan your channels that you will be using this time. You can add more columns here if you want. You can add more rows. You can plan it out the way that is convenient for you. Just please make sure that you know how you will promote, where you will attract the new talent, what you will use to attract new people. So yeah, try to be as detailed as possible here. Again, when I will be checking the tool, I will review it and give you some suggestions in case if we'll need to add something here. And the last main tab in our tool is the calendar. So after you will plan out everything for your attraction, for how many people you need and etc. Here you can actually plan out the dates for different processes. For example, you can plan out the dates for your info sessions or external events, where you will have your ACs, where you potentially will have interviews, where you maybe will have like LCMs, socials. So basically try to plan out all the processes for attraction, for selection, for induction. You can also put national deadlines and date and key local events here. Also, if you will be preparing, for example, for some external events or info sessions, if you plan them somewhere here, for example, try also to put the date when you will start preparing for that info session. I suggest you to start preparing for events and info sessions at least 2-3 weeks in advance. So yeah, if you plan some event that you are preparing, put also the date when you start preparing for that. Don't forget about it. And also when you start promoting it. Yeah, basically plan out everything so that you have an overall calendar overview and you know when everything is happening. Again, if you will need additional tabs, rows, columns here, just let me know. And also I've put some additional tabs for you. These are extra tabs that you can use if you need. If not, then you can just hide them by clicking on this little arrow and clicking hide sheet, and it will be hidden. Right now I will not do that not to search for it later. So yeah, the first additional tab is virtual promotion planning. So in case if you want to have the very, very detailed planning of your virtual promotion initiatives, for example, what are you posting, when are you posting, what are you doing in online area, then you can plan out everything here, like will be the date of post, what are you posting, the type of content, the caption, link to it, if it's ready, who is responsible to post, if it's scheduled, if it's posted, and the goal for signups that you want to achieve through all of these things. And the last tab is also physical activities planning. Again, if you really want to plan out everything in details, if you want to see the overview of all the events that you are doing in physical sense, you can also plan out everything here, like what materials you need, who are people attending it, what kinds of events you are doing, and etc. So yeah, you can use this tab if you want. If not, then you're free to hide it. So yeah, guys, that's it. As I was saying, as soon as you will be done with one of the tabs, just tick the checkbox here that you have completed it. And after you will be done, please send your tool to me so that I can review it and give you feedbacks, give you suggestions, and give you some useful information that you might need. Yeah, that's it. If you have any questions or if you need any help, just reach out to me with anything. I'm always here. I'm always ready to help you. So yeah, have fun with that and good luck with everything. Bye.